Welcome back to Inner Drive, the podcast that takes you on a journey through the forces shaping your success. I'm your host, Rebecca Davies, and oh boy, do we have a transformative topic today. Discipline! Joining us is the phenomenal performance coach and author, Michael Chen. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Thanks for having me, Rebecca. I'm so pumped to dive into this topic.
Laughs, I can feel that energy. So, discipline. It stirs up mixed feelings, doesn't it? Some view it as this magical key to unlocking dreams, while others feel it's a chain holding them back. Michael, what's your take on this dichotomy?
Yeah, it really does feel that way. I find myself torn sometimes. Is it like a necessary evil or something?
You hit the nail on the head. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about intentional action that aligns with your core values and goals. Imagine discipline as a compass guiding you towards your dreams, especially when the seas get rough.
This sounds kind of revolutionary. So how do we actually start steering the ship of self-leadership?
Great question. It all begins with deep self-awareness. You need to uncover your patterns and values, really digging into who you aspire to be. Picture this. When discipline connects to something you genuinely care about, it turns into a powerful fuel for action.
Oh, so it's not just about hounding myself to do, boring chores? I had that totally wrong. Laughs.
Exactly. True discipline springs from a commitment to your vision. Once you see how each step propels you towards that vision, it becomes much easier to embrace discipline.
Okay, we get that self-awareness is key, but once we've got that down, what practical strategies can we use to build disciplined habits? What's step one?
Start small. Don't dive into huge changes. Focus on one tiny habit. For example, if exercise is your goal, start with 5 minutes of stretching each morning. Remember, consistency is the real magic ingredient here.
So it's like that atomic habits thing. Focus on little actions rather than the big scary outcomes, right? I love that.
Exactly. Those small victories create the momentum you need. Plus, having specific goals helps too. Vague goals lead to vague actions, while clear, actionable steps create a roadmap for success.
Sigh. The SMART goals are coming back to me now. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Is that it?
Spot on. Clear goals make it much easier to track your progress, and that's a fantastic motivator.
But, what about when life throws us a curveball? How do we keep the discipline when motivation starts to dip?
Great query. That's where resilience and coping strategies come into play. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about how you adapt when setbacks occur. Think of those mistakes as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks.
So self-compassion fits in here too? If I'm kind to myself, I can bounce back rather than spiral downwards?
Absolutely. Self-criticism can be incredibly demotivating. Approach yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. This mindset helps you get back on track without the overwhelming guilt.
Wow, that's such a refreshing approach. Are there other strategies we can adopt in our daily lives to maintain that discipline?
Yes, establishing routines can be transformative. It lessens your reliance on willpower, as making actions more automatic reduces mental fatigue.
Automating behavior makes total sense. But, what about the impact of our environment? How does that fit into the discipline picture?
Great point. Your environment plays a crucial role. Surround yourself with supportive people and positive influences. For instance, if you're trying to eat healthier, avoid having junk food in the house.
Oh, totally. It's like how a messy workspace can cloud your thoughts. So finding those supportive communities is a must, right?
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of accountability. Sharing your goals with someone can boost your motivation and commitment.
Oh, I get that. Like, the fear of disappointing someone might push you harder, right?
Yes. Plus, having that positive encouragement from an accountability partner can significantly increase your dedication.
You mentioned willpower earlier. Can it actually be strengthened, or is it just something we either have or don't?
Research indicates that while willpower can fluctuate, you can indeed strengthen it through practice. Just be mindful of how you spend your mental energy. Too much self-control in various areas can deplete your willpower.
So willpower is what sparks habit formation, but those habits are the glue that keep discipline intact, right?
Exactly. Think of willpower as the spark. Once a habit is established, it takes less conscious effort.
What if someone feels overwhelmed by the whole discipline concept? That seems like, a lot to bear.
Be patient with yourself. Start small, celebrate your tiny victories, and remember that setbacks are simply part of the journey, not the end. Consistency beats perfection every time.
That's a vital message. Are there any common misconceptions about discipline you'd like to clarify?
Absolutely. Many folks think discipline is about being rigid and lacking joy. In truth, true discipline leads to freedom and fulfillment. It's empowering, not restrictive.
Wow, that's enlightening, viewing discipline as a pathway to freedom? I love that perspective.
Exactly. Some view discipline as an inherent trait, but it's mainly learned behavior. Anyone can cultivate it.
So basically, we all have the potential to become more disciplined?
Yes, it requires commitment and self-awareness, but anyone can master this skill.
Michael, this has been such a captivating conversation. Any final thoughts you'd like to share with our audience?
Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate those small wins along the journey, and remember that building discipline is about self-improvement and growth.
Wise words, Michael. This has been so enlightening. Thank you for sharing your insights today.
Thank you, Rebecca.
That was Michael Chen, sharing gold on discipline. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Join us next time on Inner Drive to explore more personal growth topics. Until then, keep striving and driving from within.